Summer Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, some heavyweight news from the heavyweight champion of the world. At least one of them. We only got two, right? It's not Alexander Usyk. It's Tyson Fury, WBC, and I think also the ring, which I don't really give a damn about the ring. I'm gonna be honest, I'd be lying to you. But okay, he's the heavyweight champion of the world, the one who beat Deontay Wilder, which makes a lot of people say he's the baddest one out there. That's got to be Tyson Fury. Now Tyson Fury says a lot of things, and a lot of times, what I think about Tyson Fury, Adrian Broner, and Amir Khan is always whatever, because they be talking, and you just take it with a grain of salt. Basically, me, I ignore it most of the time, but this one's, something you're not going to ignore. Bottom line is Tyson Fury said, I'm going to stay retired, right? I'm going to stay retired, man. And his point is, I know we heard about that, if I'll fight Anthony Joshua for $500 million, right? But that's retired, because that ain't happening, right? So, basically, that's the only way he'll come back, but that's not happening. And against Anthony Joshua ain't worth no damn $500 million, both of them, let alone one of them getting paid that. So he understands that ain't happening. But he said he's going to stay retired. And he says the reason why is because Deontay Wilder retired my butt. He said, after Deontay Wilder's fight, he's had concussions. He thought he had brain damage. He had two big old knots on the back of his head. And he's like, that's just too much, it's too much risk to be in here. He's happy. He still has his faculties. And he's like, I'm good now. Because he could also, go do show fights and stuff like that. He could go to the WWE and do other things. Why sit in here and be fighting? He fought Deontay Wilder 3 times, right? And, and his voice is not slurring. So, therefore, he's up out of here. And that's giving props to Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder did have him down, I think, 4 times in the 3 fights? So, and most of them were pretty hard knockdowns. Tyson Fury keeps getting up, but he said he didn't remember anything, So, it's not a bad decision, man, after knockouts like that and you rich as hell. So go ahead on, Tyson Fury, if that's what you're going to do, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to do that, then get the hell out of the way and let somebody get that belt so we can have Undisputed with somebody else. I think he's going to hang around. This is my personal opinion. I think he's going to hang around, see who wins between Anthony Joshua and Usyk, and fight that person for Undisputed, right? And then, whatever. Then we'll see what happens there. Now, as far as Deontay Wilder goes, we hear that Deontay Wilder, I'm not going to make a separate video about this, that he's supposed to come back again. I don't want him to. Right, y'all know that already. Anybody come here know I don't want Deontay Wilder to come back no more. He's a legend already. America doesn't deserve him. Right? Bottom line, I don't need to get into it too hard, but America doesn't deserve him. That's the same country where half of them don't give a damn that we had the biggest terrorist act on American soil, January 6, 2021. But we don't call it terrorists because we don't see no turbans. But they didn't come with white flags. They came with Confederate flags, which means we would enslave you again if allowed to do so. So if we don't get the memo about that, then that's our problem, right? That's the worst thing on American soil ever, because they were aided and abetted from people that are in Congress. Half of Congress was down with the program to just take over America in the name of white supremacy. And I see brothers on the internet right now, going at each other because Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence has gotten little people to split a little bit, but everybody really has the same goal, but they kind of argue amongst each other. Hey, brothers, just scroll out, man, and see if there's a bigger issue right now. We ain't got time to be tripping with each other. That just is just beyond my understanding. Right, but I ain't gonna go there because I ain't got enough subscribers to talk about it now. I only got 8 subscribers. I ain't gonna go there. But the bottom line is this: that should not be happening when we're seeing Confederate flags going down, people, little kids being shot 60 damn times, right? But the dude who killed somebody in the damn in the elementary schools, it took him 50 minutes to engage, right? Ain't nobody shooting up 60. How many you gonna shoot a brother who had 60 shot wounds in him, and they shot 90 times? Running away. He was running away and unarmed. So listen, man, whatever. America does not deserve Deontay Wilder. He was never respected like he should have been with what he done. It was ridiculous. right? So he shouldn't come back. And now, if Wilder comes back, it should be to go to England and fight over there, or something like that, or some other country or something. But in America, if he's not fighting Alabama, he's getting booed. Don't matter if, whoever the other guy is. You know why? You know, his legacy's set in stone right now. But okay, that's enough about Wilder. Going back to Tyson Fury, I think it's probably not even a bad idea. You know, at this point, you know, Lennox Lewis got out of there on time. There's a few boxers who got out of there on time, and you know, Tyson Fury, the only thing he has left to prove is to become undisputed. After that, he should go ahead and roll, because he done promised his wife on 2 different occasions that he's done with it. But she knows him. She knows what kind of guy she with. She knows it's one more fight. And plus, she even said that, hey, if you make undisputed, I'm down with that. But other than that, there's no reason to be fighting. So let's see what Tyson Fury does. But the decision is not really that bad, if you ask me. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.